Alright, quick little sync up. What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the Uverse? It's your boy MtnMoto coming at you from hot as hell Desert City, Rancho Mirage, Palm Springs, yeah. But it is hot. And we've been out here, Ragdoll Rocket and I have been out here all week. And out here in Palm Springs, man, it's triple digits every damn day. It's what, 11:30 and we're 98 degrees. I got my, yeah, lens caps off. One good thing about being out here early though is we have found a beautiful twisty road that cuts up into the mountains and heads off towards the coast. So that's what we're doing today. We've actually spent the last 3 days doing the touristy bullshit, so I didn't vlog it. Didn't vlog it at all because that's between my daughter and I. That was just creating memories. So we went to the USS Midway. We did the San Diego Maritime Museum, which has like 7 different boats, 2 subs. It was really cool, including the USS Dolphin, or the USN Dolphin, or no, it's not the CVN. It's the CVN 41 is the Midway. I can't remember, but anyway. And then yesterday we did the San Diego Zoo. The San Diego Zoo is really freaking cool, but honestly, Denver Zoo, just as cool, man. For different reasons, but yeah, the Denver Zoo's got it going on too, man. We really makes you appreciate living in Denver when you see something that's world renowned for being as awesome as it is for the San Diego Zoo. And then we go watch it and we're like, yeah, Denver Zoo's got all this stuff. It's really cool. One thing that the Denver Zoo didn't have, and for those of you that are following me on Discord and Instagram and on Facebook, I posted up a picture of a cheetah and her support dog. That's kind of cool. So yeah, they've got a golden retriever. It looked like a golden lab. That is a support dog for a cheetah, and it helps the cheetahs relax and chill and not freak out about everything because they're extremely nervous animals. So that was really cool to see. And that's something I don't think they've got at the Denver Zoo. I'm sure they will though, because they're big on conservation as well. So, and we've got cheetahs in Denver, so I'm sure they'll do that. And all of this might just get edited out, because we're just riding through Rancho Mirage on the way to the twisty bits. Found a twisty road through the desolation of Schmog. You'll understand when we get out there. You'll see it and be like, holy shit, this is like the desolation of Schmog. Oh, it's gonna rain on us. We got rain this morning and last night. The first time in almost a year that Palm Springs has gotten rain. And I was really kind of hoping it wasn't going to rain on us, just because they've got a lot of concrete roads out here that definitely build up a nice oil level, and then when the rain comes out, it drives that oil. Yeah. Ragdoll's like, it's raining. What the hell? You a pool boy? You look like you a pool boy. Oh, you make out the pool so clean. Gotta say though, this rain feels good, even if it's not gonna be great on the tires. Let's hit a little trips. There we go. Alrighty, ladies and gents, this is California Highway number 74 west out of whatever the hell that street is called, whatever that town is called. And it is nice and twisty up here. It is so beautiful and twisty. And like I said, we are going to be taking it a little bit easy, so I'm going to be riding at about 40 to 50%. And Ragdoll knows to do the same just because there is rain. And we've had rain, so we've got wet asphalt, which in California is never great because they get it so rarely. It then pulls the oil up out of the asphalt into a surface layer, and it's almost like Teflon. Nothing sticks to it. But look at this road. I'm sure this is well known, but I haven't seen it listed, and this is an awesome road. Very smooth tarmac, great corners. So anytime you're riding on a damp road, you want to be very, very smooth with your throttle, very smooth with all of your movements. Make sure that you are leaving all the reserve you can in your bike. I want to talk about where you leave your reserve, where your reserve cornering abilities are. And I always try to leave my reserve in my bike. Because the reason being is I always find that your bike reacts a lot faster, can react a lot faster than you can. She's still right there. And much more stably than you can. So if you try to move your body around and you try to shift your weight around, you've got a higher probability of disrupting your bike. Whereas just simple throttle inputs, you know, more throttle tightens up the corner, less throttle can loosen up the corner, right? You can do that in a far more smooth fashion and not disrupt your bike at all. Cool, she made it past that car. Plus, especially when it's wet, when it's damp, I want to keep my bike as vertical as possible. Doing so increases my contact patch and makes it so that I'm much less likely to low side. Because I got that big fat patch sitting on the road. Now you'll notice I also shift my weight well before I get to the tire turn. And I do that to communicate to the bike. I'm talking to my bike just as much as I'm talking to you guys. By shifting my weight around and getting set prior to the corner, my bike knows what to expect. And my body knows what to expect. My body's like, oh, okay, we're gonna do a left turn. All right, right about here? Okay, cool. See, I had a second to react. And now after the apex, I'm gonna shift over to the right. And now it knows, hey, we're going into a right corner, all right. I made a mistake there. This corner just keeps going. Ah! Oh, that's so cool. Where is she? All right, cool. She's good. Now on body position, I shift my butt, and it's just because out of old habit. You don't actually have to shift your butt. Just shifting your upper body, do that as a first stance and leave your butt where it is. You can get almost as much body lean or body effect, body cornering effect out of just shifting your upper body. So upper body comes first, get my body out, drop that inner elbow. If you drop that inner elbow, it helps pull your upper body down and really gets you sucked into that corner. And then if you want to, that's when once you get comfortable with that, once you get comfortable with your upper body lock-in position and you know your lower body is locked in a nice position, then you can start shifting over. But you always keep your elbow, your inner elbow keeps down. That keeps your lower body, or keep your inner elbow pointed down. And what that does is it keeps your upper body tucked into the bike. and really pulled into the inside of the bike. And by doing so, you get a much greater effect of your upper body position. This is my first try in, ooh, ears pop, that's funny. So yeah, keep that elbow out, down, and that'll keep your lower body down. But trying to explain this while I'm doing it, this is a bit of an odd sensation. Ragdoll's doing awesome back there. This is such a beautiful road, California. I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it. All right. So yeah, just upper body. Dropping the elbow, using my waist. I can get right out, get my head right out over my handlebars and really suck down in, and that transfers the weight. And I got a great effect. It still keeps that bike nice and vertical, still keeps a whole bunch of reserve in the bike, which is what I'm all about. And now you see what I'm talking about with the desolation of Schnog. This is the weirdest mountain, man. Once we get up to the top, it's really crazy. It's just freaking boulders everywhere. Very little vegetation, just like piles. It's like some giant was playing in a sandbox and was just piling up gravel as mountains and just kind of got up and went in for dinner. You'll see what I'm talking about here in just a minute. It's fucking cool. Oh, but the temperature's dropping. We're dropped 14 degrees. It already feels so much better. Just getting out of that desert. Oh, it's beautiful. So yeah, see what I mean? Just like piles of gravel. It's just cool, man. It is beautiful in its own special way. So what I did in that corner is I started turning in without any body roll, body lean at all, and I felt like my bike was going to be tipping a bit too much. So I just sucked my head right down over my right hand grip, and I could feel the bike start to straighten back up, starting to level out, go back to vertical, which expands my contact patch, gives me more cornering reserve in the bike. And it's just because, yet again, I'm not super familiar with this road. So thank you very much, HHR. Thank you, brother. I do have navigation pulled up, so I can kind of see what's going to happen. I've got some nice rolly corners coming up here. Nothing really super extreme, it doesn't look like. Just a nice rolling through the hills. So I guess my lesson for the day with cornering is get a feel for your bike. This applies to cruisers as well. You can use these exact same concepts with cruisers. Just get your upper body moving and you will be able to keep your bike more vertical, especially with a cruiser that doesn't have the approach angles that sport bikes do, or even that Duchess does. Keeping your bike vertical helps keep you from grinding pegs and grinding boards. Oh, I'm loving this road, dude. So play around with your body position. Sometimes I'm just outside of the windshield, like you can see right here. I'm just outside the windshield. Other times, I'll be all the way out over my mirror with my upper body. I still haven't moved, that's two positions. I haven't even moved my lower body yet, right? Now we've got a right-hand turn. Sometimes I'll do like a half a cheek and just get out just past, so my head's just past the windshield. And then on this left turn, do a full cheek and get all the way out over the handlebar. Now this turn wasn't nearly steep enough for anything like that, so my bike was pretty much straight up and down for that entire corner. But I just wanted to show you guys the different positions you can be in and attain different levels of body lean, different levels of body weight distribution. The hell would it be called? I don't know. I just do it. It's been 20 years since I took a track day. Give me a break. But body first, guys. That's why I don't care about chicken strips. Once I know you've got your body control down, and once I'm behind somebody and I can see that they're really moving their body around, and then they start eliminating their chicken strips, I'm starting to get impressed. Because if you're in full body lean and you're eliminating chicken strips, you're pushing your bike, dude. You know what you're doing. But it should be a progression. It's a learning curve. This is not something anybody jumps right into. This is something that takes thousands of corners. Just like I said in How to Be Bulletproof, it takes thousands of corners. It takes thousands of miles, probably tens of thousands of corners. Once you can feel where your bike is and how well your bike's doing, then you start going up that bell curve and you really start progressing. But don't expect just to hop right onto a bike. Even if you've been doing this for 10, 15 years, don't expect to hop on a bike and start leaning your body for the first time ever and get it like that. It's not happening. It's going to take a while. It's going to take practice. I'm still continuously practicing. I know my brother Steve continuously practices because through laziness on highways, we develop bad habits where we end up, you know, sitting upright and just letting the bike go through the corner like this kind of shit. And that's such a bad habit rather than tucking your body down in. All right, well, that's the end of that road. So I think we're going to leave it at that. Practice, guys. Practice, practice, practice. That's right. We're talking about practice. But until the next time, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen of the Uverse, you know I love you. Peace!